All right, we're live. All right, just finished watching another video. I'm definitely gonna wait for the numbers to roll in. Okay. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be one. I gotta put the link in soon as well. All right. I gotta get pictures for this. Okay. I'm not sure how many are gonna turn up, but yeah, it's irrelevant. So, for people that think that, because we'll start on that, I guess. For people that think that the photos that, and I don't know what's going on with my avatar here. It's probably my internet or something, but it was just didn't refresh in time. But for people saying that the gloves were photoshopped, because that's what started. You got to understand that's what started. Okay, the gloves that were photoshopped apparently, okay, are not, and I'll just show you why. Okay, actually, let's share the screen here. Share screen. Okay, that's the excuse that the photos were photoshopped. This is the website. Okay, Las Vegas photography, John Guzinski. Right now, I'm not the first. Okay, but I think Blue Blood and Boxing Eagle were the first to find it, and then I think right after I found it. Oh, because you can't even image search it. You can't even image search it. So there is, I think, what, 250 of these photos of Fury versus Wilder, Wilder versus Fury 2, right? All here. Okay. Now let me just check something here. Okay. Yep. All right, good. Now, going back, okay, we just scroll down the website, okay, you'll see that there are pictures before, okay, before the fight, in the ring walk. Okay, there's Wilder with his costume. Okay, I know people love to pay attention to that, you know. So, people are claiming that this photo right here, okay, this photo here has been photoshopped. Okay, they are claiming that this photo on this page has been photoshopped to make it look like the gloves have been tampered with. Now, I want everyone who watches this back or who's live to pay very close attention. I'm not even going to crop. I'm not even going to zoom in or anything, okay? As you can clearly see, this is on the website, yeah? You can even buy the photos because there's watermark with copyright, yeah, on it. So it is an original, yes? Okay? Now, that's the photo. This photo is showing Fury. I think this is in the first round where he threw a right hand, right? Or maybe he threw his left and, you know, he did something with his right. But this is early on in the fight, okay? Notice the positioning of Wilder's gloves here, okay? So many sheep from other channels have claimed this is photoshopped. So this is the photo that you all say is photoshopped. Okay, this is the one. Now we're just going to zoom into it, right? We're paying close, it's not even working. We're paying close attention, we're zooming in here to Wilder's positioning, his hands or gloves, the glove here, right? Yeah. And the glove here. And we're going to also pay attention to the way Fury's body is positioned and his facial expression. Okay, so I'd say he's very aggressive just here in this picture. Okay, we'll leave it there for you all to see. Okay, what's up, Parkour Master? We're good. Okay, now they say this is photoshopped. So now I will proceed to go into the photo, which will debunk this. The photo is from here, the one I just viewed. The photo that they claim is photoshopped is this one. And we are now going to expose the sheep. Because you guys are unbelievable. Seriously, look at the difference in this picture compared to here. Okay, let me zoom out of this one so you all don't get confused. Hold on a minute. Ugh. Freaking, my screen is no good today. Can you see the difference? Look at the difference here. You understand? I'm clicking back and forth. Look at this. The glove is not as indented, but it's still dented pretty nicely there. Yeah, it's still dented. I'm going to zoom in again here. If I can zoom in with... No, I can't zoom in there. No. Let's zoom in a little more here, okay? So you can all see the glove, because this is what you guys started with. You guys said it was ridiculous, right? You guys said that we photoshopped it when it's clearly an original. So see, I didn't even need to show you the second picture, but I'm just going to show it, all right? I'm handing it out like candy, okay? Fury's the biggest heavyweight today. Yeah, he still needs to cheat. What's wrong with Fury's glove? Hats off to the new media to exposing Fury's gloves. How can you say something was wrong with Fury's glove if they checked it beforehand? This stuff happens. I'm going to put a link in as well, because someone said they were coming by to talk. So we can talk. We can talk about this. So this is the picture that you guys claim was photoshopped. Let's actually look at the ID number of this. This is Fury versus... Hold on, let me just position it so you can see it better. Fury versus Wilder, 02220 209/605. That's probably the order it's in. What is this photo here? This is 02220 208/605. This is a different picture. Can you guys also notice that they tried to get Wilder's gloves photoshopped? They try to wrinkle it. They try to Photoshop the gloves here. Either that, or they try to use a different photo to act like it was photoshopped to fool people. Glove is clearly indented here without any editing. But they think that this... Let's switch the order, okay? They think that we have edited this photo here, but it's a complete different photo. How can we edit that? How can we edit the space between Wilder's gloves there? Look at him trying to high guard there. The guard is broken here. Left hand is higher there. It's lower there. Yeah? There is still indentation. That's a big indentation there. That's all the way there in that whole front. Here is the wrinkling. That's the wrinkling. It is clearly a different picture. You can even see the facial expression. How can you guys be serious with this? Like, look at the difference. Even the way Wilder's, he's leaning over a bit more there, and he's leaning back there more because he's been punched. So with debunked, let me just address. They should reprehend Fury and give Wilder's belt back. Padding was obviously removed, or like were custom-made gloves. I'll address that in a minute, Tyrell Martin. I think Wilder was drugged too. I don't even know if he was drugged, but it's the gloves for me. Fanon made a good video on this. He did. I'm going to look at his live stream later, the one he did today. That's just the angle that it looks bent. You can't base that off one camera shot. Well, one, you can, because it's there. And the thing is, mate, is I'm not going to try to use that. That is indented, right? That's the most indented. You'll see it. But you got to understand as well, that's indented as well. Okay? That's severely indented. That is severely indented, but that is too. Look at the difference in everything. The glove positioning, the posture, the height of the gloves, the facial expression. Yeah. What else can we point out here? We can literally point out even in the crowd. Yeah. But they're different pictures, guys. They're different pictures. Okay. Did Fury take roids in the past? He took that he took Nandrolone. He's taken multiple ones. Nandrolone, he's had cocaine, I think. So Tyrone Martin said they should reprimand Fury or reprimand, whatever, and give Wilder his belt back. The padding was obviously removed, all they were custom made gloves. They were custom made, but Ginger Snitcher said no, that was just another accusation. I don't know what you're referring to. Be specific. Let me show you the gloves. Okay. Well, the gloves Fury wore. Let me show you them. All right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. Okay. Like I said, guys, the website, I'm actually going to put it in the chat so you can see. I'm going to put the Fury, the John Jones of boxing. Not that far off, dude. We're going to show the picture that they claim was the same. All right. Let me just put it in the chat here. I might put the same link in. But regardless, they're not the same picture, guys. You know, yesterday Boxing Squared had a real rant on his channel. That guy, he needs to just take it a step back. He needs to just settle down a bit. He really does. Because there's a difference between the Wilder fan base being angry about cheating and the Fury fan base being angry about being proven wrong about Photoshop gloves that they try to Photoshop in an original copyrighted image. Now I know why Fury wants to go to UFC to wear 4S gloves. I don't think he wants to even go to the UFC. All right. Now, let me bring up a picture here. Okay? I'm going to bring up a picture. I'm not sharing the screen yet. Another thing I find very interesting is that people say that we can't make up our mind of what the issue is. Now, one, that's actually relevant, okay, because whether we say one thing and say the other, it's irrelevant because cheating probably did take place, okay? I'm going to show you the gloves that Fury won. Yeah, he will get smacked up by Ngannou. All right. These are the gloves that Fury wore. Okay. I'm going to show you a lot more on this. Okay. Now, these are Pathan Sport Boxing Pro. These are Pro Pathan Sport Boxing gloves. These are 10 ounce XL. Okay. This is the original pair that Pathan will supply to a fighter. Okay. This pair down here is Tyson Fury's custom-made gloves from Pathan Sport. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. What's up, Lozd? How you doing, man? Let me bring up the other pair of gloves. Okay. We are going to school today. We are going to school and we are going to learn how gloves are made, what the difference is as well. So this should be a whole ball of fun, eh? Especially for the sheep that think that Fury couldn't have done anything to the gloves. Yeah. So let me just put this nice one up. And let me just expose everyone. Now, the guy from Fit2Box, I don't know if you've seen the channel, he said that Fury wore custom-made horsehair gloves. Okay? Now, I want to make something very clear to everyone. Okay? Billy Joe Tony Bellew came for Fanon on Twitter because he was speaking his opinion. Those two guys are extremely triggered. Yeah? Watch it. If you talk facts, why did you say in your previous video that Fury's second knockdown wasn't a knockdown? Well, I can't even remember saying that, but it wasn't a legitimate knockdown. If that's what you were trying to say, because it was partly a trip. And this is not an opinion of mine. This is shown in the video. Yeah? Yeah, I know it was scored as a knockdown, Ginger Snitch. I know it was scored as a knockdown, but the actual way it happened, he actually tripped him first. Yeah, it was like at the same time. Let's not get off topic though, because you keep talking. See, this is where people try to get off topic because one issue is debunked, so they move on to another one. We're going to stick on the issue of gloves. We're going to stick on the issue of the gloves. Okay? Now, these were Fury's custom-made gloves from Paffin. Okay? Now, for one, Paffin really shouldn't be trying to make custom gloves. You can go to their website. Let's go to the website. Let's go to Paffin Sports. Let's go to Paffin Sports. Paffin Sports is a great brand, by the way. It is such a good brand, especially in Europe, the whole of Europe, every region there. It's great. I want you to notice something, guys. You see this gold lining here? Okay? And you'll see a bit of lining under the thumb. Okay? That's the same lining as here. Okay? Fury wore, let me see, this is the website. Okay? I'm not addressing Ginger Snitch for that. This is the website. The guy in the video said that the Pro Classic here dent very easily, and he said that the Pro Mexican XL, 10-ounce XL, they dent really easily, okay? But he's lying, and I'll show you why, okay? One, as well, he says these are horsehair. Now, they are horsehair, but you got to understand, there is not a source on the internet where I can find that these are horsehair. You know how I know these are horsehair? Because of all this wrinkling. When you make horsehair gloves, a lot of pulling and tugging and sewing, yeah, a lot of work goes into making them, okay? Hundreds of years ago, over 50 years ago, over 30 years ago, okay, people couldn't people did wear 100% horsehair gloves. But then a thing called brain damage occurred. So that's when they started, adding more foam and they started adding layers of protection in. And then you have hand wrapping, better techniques of hand wrapping, better material, better designing of hand wraps. So these are not 100% horsehair, people. These are not 100% horsehair. You can clearly see here, it's the same, it's gold, but it's the same design as this, right? It's just customized. So pretty much adding that gold all the way there, like here, okay? It's the same flat look at the top, okay? This area, guys, is always going to have a slight indentation because it meets the thumb area. And you have to fit your hands in because where your index finger meets, yeah, it's going to be bigger. The two biggest knuckles are your index finger and the middle finger, also known as the root finger. That's always going to be slightly indented. That's the design of gloves. You put your thumb here, which is attached. That's the glove, okay? Some are a little different, but we're talking about Paffin here, okay? And you can clearly see Gypsy King Tyson on there, okay? Bear in mind, guys, these are the same gloves as here, okay? These are the same gloves. These are gloves that Vladimir Klitschko wore when he walked to the ring. These are the same gloves. Just slight differentiation between the branding, where it is, and the slight modification to the material. But these are not 100% horsehair. And I will show you why. Okay? Paffin state this himself. The guy in the video, Fit to Box, he said that these are horsehair. These are the horsehair gloves. These are not the horsehair gloves, my friend. These have a little bit more horsehair added to them. But overall, Paffin has foam padding in them. Now, I don't know if you guys can see here, but it will say here, handmade quality leather boxing gloves, okay, in the Mexican style. These are the XL, right, that I'm talking about. With multi-layered PSX4 foam padding, fixed thumb, and lacing, okay? Like I said before, the lacing, the thumb, yeah, it's the same. Look, a bit bulky there, a bit bulky there, okay? 10 ounce. PSX4 foam padding. These are not 100% horsehair, guys. These have more foam in them than horsehair. Yeah? Now, I don't really need to touch on... Let me just stop the screen for a sec. Taro Manton, I feel bad for Spilker. After that Chisora fight, he should just retire. Okay, cool. That's what people are talking about. That's fine. About Spilker and everything. The gloves that are used, people are claiming that horsehair. Russ Abner said that horsehair will dent more easily, which means your knuckles are more exposed, which is true. But the fact is, guys, let me just share the screen again. The fact is, people, is that these are foam padded. Okay, now, clearly, there is more wrinkling on this one, but that's because there's a bit more horsehair added to it. The design is different. The way they made it was different, but it's still foam padded predominantly. The material at the top has been added. You got to understand this as well. Horsehair's on the inside, okay? The foam padding's on the inside as well, yeah? There's leather here, yeah? There is the surface area at the top around the glove, yeah? All around here is the surface area, yeah? So we'll clear that up, okay? Now, we'll stop the screen. I'm going to be so nervous when AJ fights him because I'm a big AJ fan. I don't think they will fight. I think they've blown that fight. Fanon said it best. They've completely blown that fight. That fight's not happening. That's not happening in 2021. Let me get rid of the pictures of the gloves. I'm still keeping the website up. So what we've covered is that the glove was not photoshopped. We've covered that the glove can't indent because of the material, and that it's reasonable to think that he did cheat or did do something to the glove, and that there was very little padding. Because you got to understand, they're custom made. So Fury might have said, hey, I got big hands. Could you maybe have a little bit more give? Yeah. Then maybe before the fight, he just pulled on the end of it. He has been boxing since he was 9 years old, this kid, or like 8 years old or 7 years old. One of them. There's so many numbers thrown around about it. But he's been boxing since he was a kid. This kid was 6'4" when he was like 10, 11 years old. Okay? He knows how to operate with gloves. He could probably find any glove and tamper with it in some way. Okay? So when Vlad has glove problems, no comment. But when Fury does, it's time to flip out. Put a link in the chat, GS. I'm going to call him GS. Put it in the chat. Put it in the link. Put a link in the chat. Put a link in the chat. Kubrat Pulev's promoter or one of his partnered associates with him, he said, oh yeah, there's something wrong with Vlad's gloves. Let's look at Vladimir and Pulev. Let's look and see if there's a dent in that fight. Let's see if there's a dent in that fight. Let's Parkour Master, he wasn't talking about you. Let's see. Klitschko versus Pulev. You know what a great website is? Getty Images. Let's see if there's a dent in Klitschko's glove. Because that, from what I heard, there was a dent in that fight. Yeah, there was a dent. There was not a dent, but there were issues with the gloves. And I'm sure he was wearing Paffin. It doesn't matter because they. So Vladimir, actually, let's just look up Klitschko Paffin. This is the next bit I was gonna address. So watch it as a fanboy of Wilder. I'm a very big fan of Wilder. I'm a very big fan of AJ. In fact, I was a very big fan of Tyson Fury. But now that all this has come out and the way he talks, like his trash talk is really severely bad. And provide the link, GS, please. I've asked you, provide the link. Let me find a picture. There was a now I want a quick disclaimer as well here. Okay. The gloves. Oh my god, I gotta fix my avatar. Alright. Let me just find it. I don't know. Those aren't Paffin. Well, let's just look up. Let's just look at this. This isn't Paffin, but let's just see, because he said Klitschko's gloves, there was a problem. He needs to provide a link, though. So this is Klitschko. Sorry, can you guys see this? Put one in the chat if you can see this. Oh my god, the way Pulev's leg lands there. Oh, that must kill. Big 6'4" dude like that. These aren't Paffin, but I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you another picture after this. Can you see that? Yeah, he's a PED cheat. You know he's only like 1 or 2 tests away from meeting Jarrell Miller's record. You do understand that. Same with Dillian White. Wilder and like Joshua and Wilder, they've never cheated in their career. Never. They've never cheated. They get more hate than Fury and White, which is really weird. But I'm going to ask all of you, if you can see a dent. Hold on. Can you see a dent here, guys? Can you see a dent? Can you see a dent in Klitschko's gloves? Both hands as well. And they use duct tape over there. Because I think this was in Germany or Austria. It wasn't in Russia or the Ukraine. Is there a dent in these gloves here? I'm going to check in a few seconds. Remember, these aren't Paffin either. But we're going to get to Paffin. Oh, don't you worry. Toro Martin, do you watch Hatman Strikes Back? Sometimes. Fat Dusty Miller is on another level with his PEDs. He's the worst drug cheat I've seen in this sport. He needs to be thrown out. See, I think he's worse than Fury. That's why I don't talk. Talking about Miller gets me in a very bad mood because he is a disgrace. He is the worst thing you can find in the sport. Parkour Master, I'm not a fanboy, dude. I'm simply stating. So you guys have said that there is no dent here. There is no dent here. Cool. Is there a dent? Hold on, is there a dent? It's got to load this. It's taking forever. Is there a dent in Vlad's gloves here? Put 2 in the chat if there is a dent in Vladimir Klitschko's gloves here. And these are Vlad's gloves. There is a signature here. The commission will also verify that. Put 2 in the chat if you... Sorry. I gotta be more specific. Do you see a dent? Put 2 in the chat if you do not. If you don't see a dent, put 2 in the chat. Is there a dent in these gloves? Is there a big gaping depression in it? I'm actually trying to find an excuse to find a dent. I can't find a dent in the glove. Let's see. Yeah, I see a dent. No, there's no dent. He says Loz says he sees a dent. I'm assuming he means there. Because that's just the shine. I'm talking about actually let me where's that picture? Let me go here. I think it's at the front more. If you see a small dent, that's fine. But do you see a dent like this? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see a dent like that on there? Left hand, he says. Oh, it's like the smallest dent in the world. Ginger Snitch, you must provide a link. Because I can't see a dent. Now, Loz has seen a small one, but we're talking about friction force. Yeah? So we can come to the conclusion that that dent is not one we saw in Vlad's fight. Now, let me just stop sharing the screen. Let's now the debate is over. The photos are legit. Fury chested, I'm assuming, cheated, and this is a legal issue now, I think. But GS needs to provide a link. So let's further look into this, okay? Christina Hammer. We all know who Christina Hammer is. Yeah? Won't the same just happen in the third fight? That's the light loss, D. You're not wrong, though. There's a small crease, but like I said before, it's that top part. Yeah? What has Wilder said about this? Which Wilder? Be specific, which Wilder? Alright, let me just find a picture. The wonderful and talented Christina Hammer. Okay, now Christina, she wears Paffen. She wears Paffen, yeah? Now I need to find the picture of her wearing the red glove as well, so just bear with me, okay? Oh, will you look at that? No? Will you look at that? Okay, cool. We've found some pictures of Christina Hammer. We have found pictures of Christina Hammer. Let's just open these up. People got to understand the difference between lighting and a dent. With Fury, there's no question a dent is there. Let me just zoom in here. Okay, cool. If Wilder's so good, like you say, you keep switching the subject. Stick to the subject, my friend. Stick to the subject. See, you're lucky I don't kick you out like BFTB, because I'm very patient. Alex cuffs as Deontay. Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he did get a dent in his head, and maybe he's so pissed about it that he's like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the doctor or whatever comes out with the stuff. And Fury did lose the first fight, in my opinion, but not the opinion of the officials. Yeah, I see. I got you on that one. One judge had Wilder winning, one judge had Fury winning, one judge had it a draw, and the referee had Wilder winning. Two officials thought Wilder won the fight. One official thought Fury won the fight, and one had it a draw. So you tell me who won. Because my opinion doesn't matter. It's them that matters. Because they're the officials. And some referees have scored fights. They do it in amateurs. Yeah, some have done it in the pros. But let's look at this, all right? Put 2 in the chat. Yeah, I am ST. I think I had it around there. Put 2 in the chat if you do not see a dent. See, they keep trying to change the subject. I love it. If you don't see, or just actually put no. Put no if you don't see a dent. You see a dent here? I'm going to get my timer. I'm going to give you like 15 seconds each to look at that. Okay? These aren't Photoshopped, by the way. All right, next picture. Is there a dent here? Remember, this part is enlarged, so there is no dent. Here, is there a dent? Don't these gloves look familiar? Don't these gloves look familiar? Is there a dent here? Or here? Is there a dent there? Like what we see here? No, I guess not. What about here? Any dent? Any dent on the red? No. Oh. I didn't think so, no. I didn't think so. I didn't think so. I gotta address some of the comments here. There's so many comments. So everyone's saying that there's no dent. Wow. So let's do some trivia. What brand are they? What brand were those gloves? Tell me what brand those gloves were. And while you think about that, let me look at the stuff here. If Deontay thought he was cheated, he would 100% say something and try to remove that L from his unbeaten record. But Alex, you're the same people that think that is ridiculous to remove that. You understand? So, you know, yeah, the trolls have zero integrity and zero credibility. No, Tyrell, Paffin Sports made that glove, but they didn't make it for Fury to cheat because they don't know. If someone says they weren't themselves that night, that's not an excuse. Many people have said that throughout boxing. That's it. Like, just be a man and take a loss. Not if someone cheated. Parkour. No parkour. Look, now we're getting off the topic. Now we're talking about excuses. Let's keep it on this. Okay, let's keep it on this. we are now going to move on to the next segment. We're now going to move on. Anyone heard of Tyrone Zieg? Hey? Who else is live on YouTube? Oh, yeah. See, you know when Joshua said lucky punch from the gods? I didn't care. I didn't take any notice of it. I didn't be like, oh, he made excuses. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit. Let's now look at Tyrone Zieg from Germany. Super middleweight boxer who always, most of the time, wore Paffen. Okay? And here's another thing. Here's another thing, guys. Here's another thing. These Paffen gloves I'm showing you have a layer of horsehair in them. So when people say that, oh, you know, Fury had horsehair gloves, which is why he had indentions, these have some element of horsehair in them as well. Yeah? So what are we talking about? Let me just all right. Please keep it on the same topic, guys. Keep it on the same topic. See, at least Tyrone Martin can be, you know, objective. AJ is still a great fighter. Yeah, he is. Is there a dent in this white glove? Any creasing? And he's hit him. That's what you guys said. He's hit. He's hit here. So is there creasing and indention in there? This is the XL version, guys. This is the one that Fury wore. Yeah? What about this picture? I guess not. What about this one? You guys got to understand as well. These are the Paffen XL version. The same version that Fury wore with a layer of horsehair. As people want to gloat on about how Fury wore horsehair as to why the gloves dented, these have horsehair in them too. So what are we talking about? And they're approved, as you can clearly see. But there's no denting there. What about here? This is where Tyrone lost. Any dent in the red gloves, eh? Any dent? These are the Mexican Pro XL gloves that are 10 ounce with a layer of horsehair. Dent? Anyone? Anyone got a dent? I am sharing this, yes. Thank God. What about here? Perfectly straight. No creasing. Oh my God, everyone's talking about excuses now. Fury's ring entrance robe obscured his gloves. The glove maker may be innocent. I think the glove maker's Paffen. Nappy Chef 35. They got nothing to do with it. It's all Fury, or it's probably someone else on his team, maybe. Watch, if it hurts your feelings, why don't you file a lawsuit to WBC? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Some of you guys just, you don't get it. I don't think you really truly get it. I've shown you pictures that other fighters don't have indentions and, weird shit going on with their gloves. And you're trying to ask me to sue the WBC. Like, he's come out and said it's ridiculous. Fury looked nervous in that video he made addressing Wilder and the accusations. Yes, and yes, Parkour Master, everyone is talking about different things. Because I'm exposing how there shouldn't be the space in the glove. Are you kidding me? I've showed you Tyrone Zeig. I've showed you Vladimir Klitschko. I've showed you Christina Hammer. And they're all wearing different kinds of gloves. They're wearing the Pro Guard. They're wearing the XL gloves, the Mexican style XL, in different colors, with layers of horsehair on them. And I've shown you Fury's glove. That is the same, but just with a little bit more horsehair on it, but still with foam padding. He also has a terrible track record for this shit as well. And he is a drug cheat. Okay? Tyrell Martin said he looked nervous. Hell yeah, you should be nervous. You've been caught. As for non-boxing said, you have been caught. You've been caught. Red-handed. Okay? That was from his live stream. You have indentions in your glove. You have spacing. Unless someone can give me a reasonable explanation for that, I'll let this go. Easy. I'll put my hand up and say, hey, I was wrong. But if I show you Tyrone Zeig, right? Here's a link. Hold on. Another picture. Let's find another picture of Tyrone. Tyrone got indentions in this? Huh? I need to calm down. I am calm. What are you talking about? You should tell all the other channels to calm down, buddy. Because they're saying some out-of-line shit. Yeah. Dude, I'm not black. They're calling black people delusional. I mean, when people start saying that, that's fucked up. We're all calm. We're good. I'm cool, man. I'm not cool with cheating, though. Who else was there? Who else was there? Who else has used Golovkin? Has Golovkin used Pathan? Let's see. Oh, will you look at this, huh? Will you look at... Hold on, let me put this up. Oh, boy. You're not going to be happy with this, are you? You are not going to be happy with this. I know. Watch it. Just your tone of your voice seemed a bit angry. It's not angry. It's just, it's neutral. Man. Can someone tell me if they can see? Oh, you're kidding. Really? They didn't show it? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, okay. A lot of these Wilder haters are racist. I do not believe that everything they do is motivated by racism, but a lot of them have said racist things about the LDBC and new media. Yeah. The thing with me is that people are coming out and they're saying that the LDBC and Wilder fans, they're trying to amplify the whole George Floyd thing and, racism. They're trying to use one thing to amplify another, which some are doing. Like Drew Titan sort of does that. Like Drew Titan has said, this is not about boxing anymore. This is about, I forgot what he said, but he's saying it on Barbershop Conversations and he said it on Phenom. And shout out to Drew Titan. He speaks the real truth, but Um, like people at this time, they can speak their piece. The thing with me is I just see it as someone's gotten in the ring with fucked up gloves or a fucked up glove on the right hand. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. And it ends there. Cheat, you know, and the fucking pictures show it. Not just that picture though, all the other ones on the website, which I'll put again. Let's put the link in again, just so people see. You can put as many links in as you want. People like a channel yesterday told me that they couldn't see anything wrong with the padding. Either you have an eyesight problem or you're just lying. You're in denial. What other excuses can we debunk? Let's put another one in the chat. Another excuse. Find me an excuse and I will eliminate it immediately. I'm trying to think of who else has worn Paffin. I know Vitaly Klitschko's worn Paffin. Vitaly Klitschko's have never been squished up or mushed or dented. Let me think. Arthur Abraham. He's worn Paffin. Arthur Abraham's worn Paffin. Oh, beauty. There we go. This is a German-based... damn it. Here we go. Oh, no shit. Oh, these are horsehair. Someone said that it was lighting. There's fucking lighting everywhere, dude. Lighting. Do people not understand that they fight under lights, guys? Like, you know how there's that saying, you know, you're a superstar and you're under the bright lights? Yeah, like literally, you're under lights. Don't forget about the wild boar. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that one because nothing's been confirmed, but Fury's not spoken out on that because he knows that that one is real dodgy. Man, Parkour Master must be born in freaking 2004 or something. Any intentions here? We know who this guy is. Arthur Abraham. Both of them are wearing Paffin. Are there any indentions? Look, with contact and without contact. There's creasing, yeah. But are there indention? Any indention? Look, there's lighting. Oh, no. You know who gets really angry as well? Just tell me if there's indentions on this or not. All right? The UK channels. Has Hatman uploaded today? Because I think Tyrell Martin asked me if I watch Hatman. So that means he must have uploaded something today. Oh, you guys haven't said? Okay. Hatman must have uploaded something. See, I don't like going to other channels because they talk some shit and I can't listen to it. If you talk objectively, I'll listen to it. All right. I got a notification as well. Let me see. Yeah, I hope Errol Spence and Bud gets made. I'd love to see that. Okay, he didn't upload on the glove situation. Oh, man. Now we're talking about Bud and Spence. All right, let's make an open topic now. We can make an open topic if we want. I used to watch Counterpunch. Yeah, but he's an idiot because he said that the fucking gloves were photoshopped. Oh my god. He put a video up that he's got a collage on his phone, right? He put his phone up. This is the most recent video on the whole glove thing. He put a video up, guys, and the pictures I showed at the start, they're two different pictures, but he said that it's photoshopped. But someone else also photoshopped Wilder's gloves, with the same picture or a different one, right? So he was convinced that because Wilder's were photoshopped, Fury's were photoshopped. But they're stupid because they don't understand the picture that they're looking at. It looks similar, but it's not the same picture because the positioning of both fighters is different. You understand? For non-boxing was very careful. Careful with like everything else. Because I think it was, yeah. What about this one here? I'm curious what you guys think of this one. What do you guys think of this one? It's okay, Parker. It's all good. What do you guys think of this one? I'm just curious because look, when I've hit someone, my glove doesn't indent like that, right? And that's because I'm not a heavyweight, right? But I mean, that one there. You know what else is funny? People claim that or the LDBC, like, we see Wilder as a king or a hero, and they laugh about it and they say, you're so delusional, you're so gullible, you can't accept the loss, you're trying to, nitpick at everything. I'm not nitpicking at anything. The gloves are fucked up and they look stupid. They look dodgy. I put proof up that it shouldn't be like that. Paffin Sports even say that it shouldn't look like that. The guy has a terrible track record. He's already cheated with gloves before. And I don't give a shit about the first fight. I mean, I do, but I'm not talking about that, am I? Because I'm consistent with it. What's the punishment for cheating that leaves the opponent disfigured like Wilder's head then? I mean, if it's all true, this, because it looks like it is, okay? It looks like it is. Get him out of the sport. Change that to a no contest. And Vernon agreed with me on that. I said no contest, and he agreed. When did he cheat with gloves before? Christian Hammer fight. He had the thumb. You should have seen his face in that fight, but get him out of the sport. And let's make Dillian Whyte versus Wilder. So then White can get knocked out. Blue Blood and Marcellus both came out and said Wilder had a dent, but the haters want to deny it. Someone said that Wilder thinks he's the king of African Americans, which is stupid. Look, I'm not African American. I'm not black. So I don't understand. So I couldn't understand, all the struggle. Okay? But with me, I'm sure everyone has experienced, stuff with racism, but they try to use the people that are detractors of Wilder, they try to use that as an excuse to say, we're doing it because Wilder lost to a white man. Like, you must be fucking kidding me. I'm white, so does that mean I'm angry? Someone that looks more like me beat someone that doesn't look like me? Like, what the fuck is that meant to mean? It's just stupid. It's got nothing, to me, it's got nothing to do with that. And to Fanon, it's got nothing to do with that. No one has said anything about, like me, Fanon, and a couple others, we've not said anything about racism. Yet we're racist boxing fans. What the fuck are we talking about here? Wilder is a king. Wilder is a king in how he stands up for his people, how he conducts himself, and his true warrior spirit that he shows in this sport. That's how people think he's a king. They salute the man because he stands up for what's right. He's a good guy. He looked guilty when he got caught. Would you like to see the video? Let's see the video. I'm going to bring the video up. Hold on. Nicholas Asbury, the sparring partner, revealed the gloves without padding on a video. I was going to get an interview with him, but he didn't get back to me. He said, yeah, we'll do it. And then he was busy. And this whole George Floyd thing occurred and there were protests. So he's just been busy. And he's been busy training. But, yeah. And Ben Davison admitted it. and he threatened Nicholas Asbury's life on the phone. The track record's not good at all. How do you know he was trying to cheat the hammer fight? A split in the thumb area doesn't benefit you. Oh, it does, dude. If you poke someone like that, you will cut their eye. You will leave more abrasion on their skin, and it's able to stick there more. It will hurt. You throw a jab, they can block your punch with a high guard. That thumb might get through. So it does benefit, yes. And now you're bringing racism into this. No, other people brought it into this. I'm just addressing that when people are trying to spin the fact that this is a whole racism thing, to me it isn't. I have no problem with others, though, thinking it is. But see how you put a negative connotation on it? Oh, now you're bringing racism in this. You're putting a negative connotation on it. There is no negative connotation. I don't care. What do you realistically think will happen? No third fight, Fury punished in some way, thoughts? Okay, to address your first question, I don't think anything will happen. I hope it does, but I don't think it will. Because Mauricio is desperate for that unification fight. Because the purse bids and all the money that comes with it is huge for the WBC and all the other sanctioning bodies. Why do a Wilder fight third time that's not as big? Yeah. Now, what I do think could happen with Fury being punished in some way, a suspension, but maybe a ban for life. That's what I want. Fury or boxing, I want a ban for life. If it's all true, if it all compiles together and there's facts, then yes. The criticism on AJ Speaker racism is absolutely, it's stupid. No proof that was his intention. Yeah, you're right, Parkour Master. Oh well, let's look then. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens is doing the Wilder versus Fury 2 commentary. He's doing, his that's good. He's doing it. When's he doing it? A couple hours. Good. Let's look at Fury versus Hammer. Let's look at Fury versus Hammer. All right. Very good. Now, hopefully they don't block the video. Oh my god. They better not. Someone. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, let me just look at this. Oh, we fucking look at that, huh? Oh no. It's not looking good, is it? All right. Let's share the screen. You want a proof? I watched both of your commentaries for the first and second fight. What do you think, Tyrell? Hold on, before I share, I gotta address the chat. Fury fought Hammer? Yeah, he did, mate. Wilder's angry and want payback blood. Fury should be banned. Wilder should seek justice through the court system. You spot things I missed, such as what things did I spot? Yes, this is a legal case. Listen, dude, I don't speak about it as well as Fanon. I'm gonna head out, but all I'm gonna say is just don't get butthurt when someone disagrees with any little thing Wilder does. I know Wilder's not perfect, my man, so you will not get that from me. Don't worry. You just try to change the subject, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna watch this very nice video. Let's get ready. Hold on, am I sharing? Yeah, I'm sharing. Look how pissed the ref is. Oh boy, that Fury looks very tense. I wonder why. How come like they gotta cover it and everything? Like, I mean, I guess that's where they're standing. Look at that. They've had to take the glove off and inspect it again. The ref is pissed. I don't even like that ref that much. But credit to him for finding that. Look, they gave him a new glove. Look, he's grabbed his hand. Look, he's so pissed about it. Dude, you can't tell me some of the techniques, like you said, Wilder knew when to clinch in the second fight. Oh, I'll just say in a minute, Martin. What? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. What? There is no debate. There's no rebuttal. There's no. Can we please? Let's look at the referee here. Let's look at what the ref says here. Boxing Commission missed that? Yeah, Snappy Chef. That's why when people say, oh, the Nevada State Athletic Commission missed it. Dude, if they missed it here, they can miss it in Vegas. Let's look at what the referee says. Look, can we please look at that again? Look at his body language here. Look how he walks away. Like he's genuinely disappointed. Like he's like, wow. I think they gave him a brand new glove there as well. What gloves were they? I want to know what gloves those were. Unbelievable. Respect to Floyd for checking gloves. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He wouldn't be cheated, that man. Oh, definitely not Floyd, no. That has to have been a deliberate manipulation of the glove. Here's my thing, right? That was Tyson Fury's toughest test. Right on paper. If he won that, he'd get to fight Klitschko. Yeah? He would get the shot, or he'd be the rightful contender. So he had to win that fight, because if he didn't win that fight, he would never get that title shot with Klitschko, ever. So why not just, cut the thumb? Who knows what his intention was? Well, that's reasonable. Okay? Let me go back up. Wilder knew when to clinch. He did. So he stepped in because he knew Fury would try to maul him. So he, with all the senses he had left, he said, right, I'm just going to try to survive for as long as possible and try to find a good shot and just throw. But when he steps in, I'm going to make him smother his own work so he can't punch me. Yeah? But that pissed Fury off, so that's why he kept hitting him in the back of the head. Because he couldn't hit him clean all the time. He had to hit him in the back of the head. Because Wilder kept smothering him. Yeah? Because Wilder was probably thinking, hey, you think you can just hit me, That debunks the narrative that Wilder is just a low fight IQ puncher. Yeah, he's incredibly smart in there. He's a great athlete and he's got a very good boxing brain. Just because he doesn't throw 60,000 combinations does not mean he's not a good boxer. Look at Bernard Hopkins. He didn't throw many combinations in fights. He'd throw 2 hooks to the body and 2 up to the head and then the jab cross. And that was in like maybe 2 or 3 rounds. He'd throw the jab, right hand, left hook, body shot, body jab. Straight punches, single straight punches down the middle. 1, 2, yeah? You don't need to throw combination. Look at Floyd. He didn't throw many combos. In most of his fights, he didn't. Yeah? All right. All right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. Just bear with. Great analysis of what? Don't bring up Bernard Hopkins. Why? Why can't I bring Bernard Hopkins up? What? Here you go, Alex Cuff. Watch it. Type in worst cheater in boxing. It's 11-minute video. Fast forward to the end, and you will see what it looks like when somebody knows they've got caught. All right. Let me see. Worst cheater in boxing. Luis Resto. Oh, okay. Let me see. I know what happened here. See, this is what I'm saying. Like you're trying to yeah, you're right, Parkour. Like people are trying to say this person's worse, so it's not as bad for Fury. Like it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm watching it now. Hold on. What gloves were they that Everlast? Yeah, Resto is a piece of shit. This happened in New York, I think. Oh, actually, the thing that gets me, I'm still watching the video, Alex, but I'm just not airing it. I'm at like 8 minutes 40. Um, yeah, that's terrible. I knew about the situation. I'm just fast forward. Back then it was easier, the weren't as strict, and the gloves were shittier in material. But we live in a new era. Oh, that glove is fucked up. Yeah. That's messed up, dude. I agree, Alex. It is bad. He does look like he's hiding behind that glove. Yeah, he looks guilty. But you're still trying to use that to act like Fury wasn't guilty. Dude, Fury's a great bullshit artist. Fury's sneakiness, great analysis. Are you talking about sneakiness like in terms of the gloves? You do not have to answer this, but why do you think White will take Povetkin but would not take Ortiz? Wasn't the reason that he was old? I'll answer that, Tyrell Martin. Because Povetkin's an easier fight. If you're talking about now, Povetkin's look better against Hunter, and Hunter's better than Povetkin now, so they'd rather take Povetkin, and Povetkin's a bigger name for the UK fan base because Joshua is associated with him, and Povetkin is associated with Klitschko. And Joshua beat Klitschko, which is what they consider to be his best win, right? So, because all three of those are lined up with those two are lined up with Joshua, Klitschko, and Povetkin, they like Povetkin, and they will say it's a credible opponent for White. Ortiz just got knocked out, so commercial-wise, it's not great for White. But if we're going back a bit longer to when they ordered the eliminator, White accepted the eliminator, but once he found out who it was, he pulled out, and he didn't want it. He never wanted that fight. I can tell you with every scenario who ducked who. Well, I'm a bit petty with the fight, White Povetkin. I think Povetkin wins. Just because White's talked an atrocious amount of bullshit and insults. I mean, dude, he's even having a go at Chisora again. Like, he's calling him the C word and everything. Like, he's becoming very unlikable lately, Dillian White. So yeah, Povetkin's the easier fight though, and he chose him because commercially it's a better win. And no, he hasn't looked good recently. I don't think he looked that good against Rivas either, to be fair. And he got dropped by the uppercut. What's Povetkin's best punch? The uppercut left hook. White doesn't do well blocking hooks that come in tight, and he doesn't do well as blocking the uppercuts. So if he he's got to get Povetkin out of there. White can be extremely disrespectful to the sport. He fucking cheated. What can I say? He cheated twice. First time, I give him a pass. But that's not an excuse. He should have known that in Jack 3D sports supplements, that methylex, I can't pronounce it, but I don't have the word in front of me, but you should have known that was a banned substance list. WADA, who runs with UCAD, right, they have the ban list annually, right? They have the yearly ban list on their fucking website. They have a link, okay? Or you can just type it in Google and it will be there, right? You can download it and view it, whatever. You should know. Also, there was a lot of suspicion concerning White versus Rivas, considering the judges, the glove inspection, and the PEDs. You think he would be humble after that AJ loss, but I guess his ego... Yeah, his ego's too big, dude. Dude, he's a very dumb guy. He became a father at 13, guys. Like, if you do that, you are a bit stupid. But anyway, have you checked out Porky's Corner? He speaks truth. He does speak truth, yeah. He's not a big fan of AJ. I'm a fan of AJ, but he's not a big fan of him. But Porky's Corner is good. I think out of all the UK channels, he's one of the best. I like him. He's genuine. Like, you'll get, he's not a dickhead. He's not an idiot. Let's just say that as well. He's good. He's a good guy. Fury and White are the two most unlikable people in boxing. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Almost, anyway. Yes, White, Taraman, you got to understand, he had Dianabol in his system, and that's a banned substance. So he did cheat. Yeah. The excuse is that, these are the two excuses, okay? This is before the fight, and this is after, when, he fought Marius Vak, okay? I don't know about the judges. The judges are fine. It was sort of close, but I had White winning 8-4. The PEDs, they said that the amount of Dianabol that was in his system wasn't enough, so they give him a pass for that. But you are saying that it's in his system. And if it's in his system, it will work. He is 6'4", and he weighs over 255 pounds. It will benefit him every time. And the way you get that into your system is with the needle. You cannot contaminate that. You cannot contaminate that in a fucking lab, in the glass jars and shit. You can't do it. You cannot do it. So he did take that, guys. The second excuse was that he was cleared. No, he was excused. That was a farce, all that. There was no info put out. There was no detail of that. He was cleared. No, he was excused. Yeah? As for the gloves, Tyrell Martin, I heard this light heavyweight called Dan Aziz. He said that his gloves got switched with Dillian White by accident. So how that could happen, I don't know, but I don't believe that. I like to give the benefit of the doubt. I don't believe that because Dan Aziz fought way down the card before White, not even on the fucking main televised part. So, yeah, I don't believe that. It was covered up. Yes, it was covered up. 100% it was. I can't wait to watch Fanon. I watched his video, his 14-minute video of it. But yeah, who else has commented here? Hold on, I gotta address someone. You don't know what my theory is. Um, yeah, I mean, it was covered up. Simple. BFTB streamed earlier. I saw that, Tyrell. Oh, that's funny parkour. Let me see because I saw I didn't I saw his video. Um, oh no, it's got to upload later. Let me just see Christina Hammer. I hope Salida doesn't take this down. No, that's not a mega fight. That's a stupid fight. But it's funny. Tell me if the gloves are dented. We're gonna watch it just a few seconds. Oh no, it's freaking showtime. I can't show it. I can't show it because it's showtime. Damn. That better not get taken down. Hearn would win. Yeah, he probably would. Yeah, you see, Nappy Chef, that's why I say, like, nothing will happen. All right, see you, Martin. That's why I say nothing will happen, Nappy Chef 35, because the gambling thing, dude. You know, a lot of people, a lot of it's going to backfire, you know? Parkour master. I mean, I thought someone would come today and try and debate me on this because, you know, they wanted to, what do you call it? But they wanted to talk about it. That's what I'm saying. They wanted to debate me on how he. I mean, they just wanted to talk about it. That's all. Not even debate, which is good. What I'm suspicious of is this, though, guys. Let's just pay attention to this, okay? Let's pay attention to this. Now, I think Ego put this up as well. And they said, Ego said that this is the dent, right? That this is the dent in Wilder's face. Nah, man. I don't buy that. I'm sorry. I just don't buy that. You know, because I've seen that part of his head like that. You know what I mean? Let's maybe. It just no. I don't buy that. That's not an indention. That's just not an indention. That can't be an indention. That picture to me, that's not an indention. That's just the shape. He's got a uniquely shaped head. Okay, his head is a unique shape. That's just not an indention, man. I'm sorry. It's just I can't jump on that bandwagon, dude. I can't do that. Like that's just not his. Like I got to look up his I got to look up his what do you call it? I got to look up his freaking head. Because I'm sure you can see that specific part of his head, his cranium, his skull, the same in every other picture. You know, I don't buy that. I'm sorry, I can't jump on that and support that. I can't do that. Because watch, I'm sure you can see it in other pictures. Oh, there's so many pictures of this freaking. You see, like I could see it from a distance, dude. And wouldn't the indention on there like be? I don't get it, man. I'm not a freaking doctor, so I don't know. Maybe Fury headbutted him by accident. But I never really saw a headbutt because the force it would take to headbutt someone and crack their skull, or, put a dent there would have to be really extreme. Nah, that's not the temple shot that dropped him. That's not the temple shot because Wilder got hit the back of the head, the back of the neck. I mean, let's see Wilder's head. I want to see his head. I can't believe I'm doing this now. Is there an indentation in his head? Dude, my issue is, guys, when people come out and complain that we're complaining about this, let's see, is there an indentation in his head here? Because then if there's not, then I'll be a bit suspicious of it. I don't see a dent here. Let me get that picture again. Hold on. I gotta get off soon as well. All right, here. So there's that, and then there's that. See, there's a small crease there that looks like that. Oh, dude, I don't know. I can't jump on everything that people say. I mean, it's just it sounds unprofessional, and you need proof. You know what I mean? You need maybe here. Like I said, he's got a unique shaped head. You know. All right, here. I'm gonna get off in like 5 minutes, guys. So this is the last bit I'll cover. But they're saying now that there's a dent in the head. I don't know. Marcelos has said it. Coach Cuz has implied it. Or no, he hasn't implied it. But Tay Jones, Fanon said it as well. Do you remember? So does Wilder have a dent in his head? Is that the dent in question? Is that the dent that they were talking about? You know? Because when your body's in a stressful mode, the side of your temple will I subbed. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. 2 if it's a dent. Put 2 in the chat if you see a dent here and you think it's a dent, because I'm looking at Wilder and I can't see that there. And I can't see that there either. Which, I don't know, dude. If that's a dent, that is severe. But if it's not, then they're lying. So he doesn't have a dent there though. That's what I'm saying. His head is just, it's straight. It's flat there. It's flat there, dude. I don't see that shape. on his head anywhere. Let me put the links in. Let me put the link into Barbershop Conversations because I'll watch him. When is it? It's in like 3 hours. Yeah, lying abilities. So that's one there. That's two. I'll put in. All right. Yeah, that's conspicuous to me because I thought Wilder had a small, I thought that's how his skull was. Usually I thought his skull was like that, but yeah, I don't know, dude. It doesn't really. Oh God, hold on, it's not working. I'm very, yeah, I'm conspicuous of that. I'm I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's a bit weird. An indention there, and like an indention, and then the other pictures don't have it. Like I look at 3 or 4 other pictures that don't have it, and they clearly show his head. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, man. We're gonna wrap it up now, though. Thanks to all that stopped by. I don't know when I'll be live next. It would be good if I could go live every day or most days of the week. But I'll see, and it'll be good for more people to get on the panel as well. So yeah, thanks everyone. I'll address this last comment by Nappy Chef 35. Salute. And that's why Wilder should sue Fury criminally, especially if a medical exam sports game. If that indention, if I can't find that indention on any other picture, especially before the fight starts, when Wilder's taking his suit off and everything, and there's medical proof, overall proof that he had little to no padding or he had a blunt object and he manipulated the glove, then yes, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. Thanks, everyone. You have a good day. Stay safe in these times. We live in an all crazy time. Catch you on the next stream. Peace.